This podcast is a production of the Three Ranger Bros Studios, in association with Zio to Hero, the podcast.
Hello everybody and welcome to Tiger Tales The Lost Stories, a place you'll find stories and fanfictions written and read to you by your host, me, Ty Tiger. Today we're diving into the Diary of William Cranston. William Cranston is a character of mine that I invented, named after Billy Cranston himself as a code name, and he is in the background of all my Power Rangers storylines found on Tiger Tales. We're talking Power Rangers Magnificent Megaforce, Power Rangers Global, Power Rangers Future Foundation, Power Rangers Vengeful Vanguard, and Power Rangers Future Generations, and much more. This character is a multiversal level godlike being, and this story is his background. It explains his prequel story, his future story, and all sorts. So, if you're a fan of my Power Ranger stories, or if this is brand new to you, then please check out, after this chapter, of course, the rest of the Diary of William Cranston chapters, but also make sure you check out Tiger Tales for the Power Ranger stories there as well. Now, let's dive into this chapter. William Cranston's about to explore a new realm, so let's dive in. The Diary of William Cranston, Entry 5, The Cyber Realm. I sat there, my prime champion universe was thriving. I'd had to wait for time to play its part, so my champions would be ready. I did the usual thing and checked on Universe 20 and Universe 19. Things were going smoothly there as well. So it seemed. I checked on the Ultra Rangers. Then I saw something in a town a little far off from Angel Grove. It was a small town called Blessington. It also had a team of rangers. I used my mystery powers to investigate this team. They were made by Haley, the woman who sat behind the computer and aided the Power Rangers Dino Thunder team. She had built the team of Power Rangers known as Power Rangers Cyberforce, using the realm of cyber data, or Cyber Realm. She built several morphers, corresponding weapons and zords. They were fighting the king and leader of the Cyber Realm, a monstrous being corrupted by virus energy known as Stingnet. I found these rangers interesting. I liked the unique suits, the powers. I found the identity of the rangers. There were 6 of them, your usual colours, red, green, blue, black, yellow and pink. I saw the Rangers fighting. I used my mystery powers to see the Cyberforce Rangers, but I saw 8 beings with morphing grid connection. There should have been 8 Rangers. I saw this and wondered why the other 2 had not been Rangers yet. I saw the morphers in Haley's workshop. I felt like I needed to help. I also wanted to see the Cyberforce morphers in person. I opened a portal and walked through it, and entered Universe 19 once again. I walked into the Cyber Museum and found Haley's workshop. I headed down into the hidden workshop rather quickly and searched the room as fast as I could, and finally found the 2 spare cybermorphers. I picked them out of the drawer and I used my powers to teleport them away. Then Haley stormed in and sat at her computer. I was cloaked, obviously, she wasn't going to see me. Haley seemed rather annoyed at something. I wanted to speak to her, get into her mind. The Cyber Rangers were absolutely fascinating, and I was intrigued. I closed my eyes and placed my hand on the back of her head, and our subconsciousness merged. I opened my eyes, and we were in the white plane. Haley's subconscious mind had taken the form of Haley herself and stood before me. "Hello there," I said. "Hello," Haley said bluntly. Her conscious mind had no idea, and she'd never know I had this conversation. "Please explain to me why you made the Cyberforce Rangers," I asked her subconscious. "I found the Cyber Realm, and saw the threats of the virus energy, and it corrupted Stingnet. The world needed its own Cyber Realm powered defenders against Stingnet and the evil forces it came with. So I made the Cyberforce Rangers," Haley's subconscious explained. "And what about the other 2 morphers?" I asked. "I could not find trustworthy people," Haley's subconscious told me. "I see. Thank you for this information. This has been very helpful," I told the subconscious. I left the white space and let go of her subconscious mind, and Haley was actually still typing away at her computer. I took a deep breath. Glad the white plane could not be accessed by anyone who was not a mystery, so no one would remember this conversation. "Thank you, Haley," I muttered. Of course, she could not hear me, but the thought was there. I then walked away, and once out of sight, I opened a portal and walked through it. I entered the land without time and space, and I was curious about the cyber realm, so I thought I'd go see it with my own eyes. I held my hands out, and my Finster gauntlet flew off its stand and flew onto my wrist. I then closed my eyes and let my powers extend. I found the cyber realm, and there, filled with data and virus energy. I pressed a few buttons on Finster and opened a portal. I didn't want to use my mystery powers too much, just in case. I walked through the portal and entered the cyber realm. It seemed like a normal dimension. A very normal dimension. Plant life, wildlife, animals, exotic insects, everything seemed normal. I strolled through the grass. I ran my hands through the plant life. It felt like plant life. It seemed normal. But I could feel the data, the energy. It was very strange.
Hello there,
a voice growled. I turned around to see a rather large lion sat behind me. Its mane was burnt red, its body was white, and its eyes were bright green. Hello? I muttered.
And who are you?
The lion asked. I am William Cranston. And who are you? I asked him back.
I am Leo Amber.
The lion introduced itself. Well, Leo Amber, why are you talking to me? I asked.
You are not like the cyber beings that rule this world. Or try to rule it at least. You are nothing like those beings who walk through the portals.
Leo Amber told me. You mean humans? I stated.
Ha ha ha, yes, humans. Funny word, isn't it?
Leo Amber muttered. I looked at the odd lion creature, and I was curious.
What are you, William Cranston?
Leo Amber asked me. I was considering telling the creature who I was. Actually. I was interested in this lion being. I found him fun, heartwarming, intriguing, nevertheless. I'm a being strong enough to wipe this realm from existence. I am peacefully trying to collect Power Ranger champions, because there is something big and something scary coming, and we are trying to save the multiverses, I explained.
Well then, seems like you'll need some help.
Leo Amber replied. What does that mean? I asked him.
You need some help, and I am here to aid you.
Leo Amber told me. But I am confused. What does that mean? How would you aid me? I asked the data energy made lion.
I have my ways. I am bored. Do you understand what a time I've been alive? I've sat here and watched the whole place grow. I'm bored. Please, let me help you. I can fight. I promise.
Leo Amber explained. I considered it. It would be nice to have some help. I didn't know why I wanted to say yes, but I did. Okay, Leo Amber. I accept your aid, I told him.
Okay, well, here you go.
Leo Amber grunted. Then he started gagging, coughing, and eventually he threw up a dagger. A flute dagger, similar to that would summon the Dragon Zord, but it was white and black, with amber highlights. I bent down and picked it up. I cleaned it off and I stored it away in my poncho.
Play the flute, and I shall come to your aid.
Leo Amber told me. Why, thank you. I nodded.
You might want to leave here soon. The universe's link to this realm should be the only beings entering here. I believe the home life wouldn't approve.
Leo Amber told me. I wait for your aid, Leo Amber. I bowed. The lion bowed back at me. Then I opened a portal and walked through it. I entered the land without time and space, and I found the two cybermorphers that I teleported in sat on the desk. I sat in front of my portal monitors, and I watched Universe 19. I wanted to aid Haley, and I wanted to prove to my new ally that I am peaceful. I tried to find two people who could use the morphers. The cyber realm seemed like a really good place to source powers. Helping Haley would be fantastic. If I needed her help, having the edge to stand on would be nice. The Cyberforce Team Universe 19 needed the help. Haley wouldn't have made 2 other morphers if not. I scanned the whole Earth, and after a couple of minutes, I think I found the 2 candidates. The first one was Fred, a huge fan of the Power Rangers. He actually aided the Rangers against their fight with Ivan Ooze. He had a determination for protecting people. I think he'd be perfect. Then the second was a woman named Violet. But what seemed odd was, she wasn't human. She had the same genetic makeup of that from the cyber realm. Her energy signature was similar to that of the royal family. Oh my, I muttered to myself. Then it hit me. She was the royal family. She had the same genetic makeup as that of the king and queen. The original. She was their daughter. And why was she on Earth? I watched her entire life in a couple of seconds flashing before my eyes, and saw that she was adopted after her father died. She was adopted by humans. She should be the second ranger. She needs to be helping the cyber realm. I walked up to my fake silver morphing master, with the cyber morphers in hand. Take these. Present them to Fred and Violet. Do not act like you usually do. This is not recruiting of my champions. This is just us aiding the Universe 19, I told him. Yes, sir. The Silver Morphing Master bowed to me. Then a portal opened, and the Silver Morphing Master took the 2 morphers, and he walked through the portal, it closing as he left. I then returned to my portal monitors, and watched Universe 19 more carefully. And there you have it, guys. Another entry to the diary of William Cranston. I really hope you're enjoying this story. Again, he is a big fundamental part of what's been happening with my Power Ranger stories on Tiger Tales, so make sure you go check that out. This is of course connected to the 3 Ranger Bros, so make sure you check out Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger, with his podcast Nerds from Comics, which you'll find Universe 20, with the story of Mark the Red Cornish Ranger and his Royal Britannia team and the Tales of Ranger Council. Then check out Cosplay Dude 637's Power Ranger podcast, Power Rangers Universe 19. It's literally in this story. You'll find the Power Rangers Cyberforce team that I mentioned, also Ultra Rangers and a bunch of Kamen Rider storylines. Make sure you check out Tiger Tales Game Over, and Tiger Tales Mysterious Origins, other YouTube channels that I'm writing stories on, where you'll find more stories, some original, more Power Ranger stuff, and the lot. Make sure you check out Tiger Tales X, a new Tiger Tales which I'm doing where I cross over 2 big franchises and make crossover stories. Crossovers that you wouldn't think of, like Doctor Who and Ben 10 Alien Force. Huge shout out to the Zero to Hero Network. That's the Zero to Hero podcast, the If You Give a Data podcast, the Author's Crown YouTube channel, and of course I have to shout out my own podcast here, the Tiger Nexus podcast. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I shall see you guys real soon.
Don't touch my Pringles.